What is up, winners and winnerettes, and welcome to another ranked gameplay commentary where I'm playing the Monkey King up top up against an Akali, and I want to kind of give you guys the lowdown for some little pre-match information. Our Caitlyn was like really toxic in Champ Select. I guess she's like was Diamond last season and she's down at the bottom of Plat now, so she's probably a little salty or something like that. Either way, she was really negative, but she was like insistent. I'll be the greatest freaking AD carry you've ever seen in the world. Luckily, my team sets up a pretty good. Like you can see, doesn't want to participate with the team at all, but my team was able to get a pretty good little tri-bush early invade, get first blood really easy. So that's pretty cool because I like when things like that happen because it takes a lot of stress off the players, including myself, which I don't get too stressed about giving up first blood that much just because I've done it so many times at this point. It doesn't really bother me. But I do know for a lot of players, if they get first blooded, it does, like, it stresses them out a lot. So for Runes and Masteries this game, I'm going, I believe 21 offense. Yeah, so you can see I only have one in the little armor penetration, magic penetration thing. That's because I've got pretty much all the other physical offensive stuff. I've got cooldown reduction instead of attack speed, and then 9 defense. I'm taking the health regen, the block masteries, and the juggernaut for the extra health. And then for runes, I'm going armor penetration. I think reds, 80 quints, armor yellows, and magic resistance blues, just because Akali does do a good mix of damage, and I can't really afford to go like a super cheesy rune page setup against her, because when I play Wukong, I do like to get a little bit extra cooldown reductions because he has so much damage, and so if you can constantly spam your abilities, you can usually output more damage than most people. But when Akali hits 6, she can be really strong. And so a little thing you'll see here is she's winning most of the trades here. What I'm making sure to do, though, is on her way back, I'm making sure to slap her again with an auto attack, because I believe if you let's see Akali, her attack range is 125, Wukong's is 175, so I should be able to throw in another auto attack on her way back without her being able to hit me back. It's the very little things to kind of equal out trades here, and you'll see she's going to constantly try and hit me with her Qs, and then she's going to want to hit me with auto attacks afterward. This isn't as important right now, but later on when Akali does hit level 6, if she has a Q on you and she has at least 1 or 2 stacks of her ultimate, she's a really deadly threat. So you need to make sure you wait till that Q drops off, because if she's just going to Q and ult you, that's really neutering a lot of her damage, because the ideal Akali combo is to throw the Q, wait for Q to come back off cooldown, but the mark is still on you, ult, Q again, auto ult, etc., and you can like proc it a bunch. So we see Warwick here. If I go ahead and let me put the right Fog of War here. I had a ward there, you can see, and I was trying to bait the Warwick in so we could kill him with Skarner, and then I kind of overestimated our ability there, and I think I kind of blew the cover, but it didn't really matter all that much. I have a huge creep wave up on Akali here, and I've got Skarner here, so I'm kind of trying to bait for Skarner, and I got kind of trapped in the wall there. I noticed that in the game. I was like, I didn't know if it was lag or just like extreme creep block, but I am going to decide to go back here. I only have a little bit of gold, so I believe I get a Doran's Blade. Let's see here, a Doran's Blade and a health potion. Maybe I didn't have enough for the health potion. Or no, I decided to get a ward. So that's smart of me, just because I'll probably be up there until level 6, because I refreshed my flask stacks. And with a little bit of lifesteal from the Doran's Blade, which this is the 4.10 patch, so this does give lifesteal now instead of attack on hit. I'm going to be able to sustain up a little bit. So Akali currently has a bit of a CS lead, but there is a little bit of a power spike here, because when I hit level 4, I'll have a full item up on her. While that item is, the item, technically I have a flask over her, because Cloth Armor provides combat stats, Doran's Blade provides combat stats, and then Flask doesn't provide direct combat stats. It does provide a little bit of sustain here. But my thinking was that if I just burn all my mana and all my health and my flask stacks and stuff like that, she's going to back, because she just has to back anyway. So if I'm going to go all in on her, I want to put enough pressure that I want to either be able to kill her or be able to push, be able to push or kill her. I wanted to see how she actually got away here, because I was really confused and I wasn't sure if I was just blind. Weird. Okay, I apologize. I know this, maybe this is obvious for you guys, but in the game, I was really confused here, so I want to watch this one more time. Okay. Was I just blind? Because there's this clearly, you can see the spot here. Okay, so, oh, oops, she hasn't walked out yet, okay. Oh, just the Fog of War? Oh, that's weird. So she clearly would have had to walk through this little spot here. But the Fog of War, I guess, just kind of didn't allow me to see vision, even though I should have been able to see her, like, at least for a split second. So I was really, really confused there because I thought she had flashed. And so I actually, like, checked the bushes, and I was like, where the heck did she go? I was so flabbergasted at that point. But either way, so this is kind of what I was worried about happening. I'm trying to get the creeps to push my way, because at least if the creeps are pushing my way, she's going to lose out on a fair amount of creeps. And she's going to be in a situation where she has to push forward. So this is a little trick you can do on Wukong. You damage the creeps a little bit, but it's a good way to buy yourself some time to freeze without taking too much damage. And so this way I can freeze up here. Skarner is up on the top side of the map, so if we want to gank Akali, we can do so, because she is going to have to walk all the way up to come get the creeps. And since she's going to have a little bit of a health advantage on me, and if she does decide to get potions, she'll have a sustained advantage on me, because I've already used almost all my flask stacks. So I think Skarner goes ahead and puts a ward in there. Yeah, so he puts a ward in there for me, and he's just waiting for Akali to come. I'm about halfway to 6. I use a decoy pretty poorly there, because she'd already used the Q. So at this point, I'm pretty scared of the Akali coming to get me. So she's in a shroud. I'm kind of trying to get her to kind of pop out to get me, but then it just she does decide to run away. She doesn't get greedy there. She does get greedy later though, so don't worry. I think I should be running my health potion right now. I don't know why I'm not. That's a small thing, because if she gets 6 here, so yeah, I should be running my health potion. I don't know why I'm not. That's weird. Either way, so I'm level 6 here. So at this point, I'm just trying to get enough mana to kind of equalize the lane here, and put down some pressure here. I believe I go in on her pretty soon here when she's under tower, and I hope I don't use Ignite. If I use Ignite, I'm a little worried for myself. But I use the potion because I know I'm going to be going all in here. I should have used the potion earlier, as I was saying like a million times. But I want to kind of all in her before she hits level 6. So luckily my ult is going to be able to hit her no matter where she is in the shroud. She should have kept going in on me there, because I had no mana to use any of my skills. I have mana now, and so now she has her ult, and this is when I'm in the danger zone. So luckily I didn't use Ignite like I had hoped. And so I'm going to go ahead, and I think I decide that I want to try and bait her under tower, because if she ults onto me, no matter what, the moment she clicks ult on me, it's going to hit me. And then she'll get her E off. And so that'll be, 300 or so damage, I believe. So let's see. 100. So not even that. Like maybe 150, 200 damage. So then I'll be able to use decoy, though. And she'll have already taken tower aggro. And as you can see, she has 516 health. She has 87 armor. Tower has 180 damage, so she can maybe tank 2 tower shots before I can come out of decoy and EQ her, or maybe just E-auto or Ignite or something like that. So basically, these are the kind of moments I really, really like, are moments that I can try and potentially outplay. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do here. So, it doesn't always work out exactly how you plan, but we'll see how it goes. So the creeps are coming in. She has a cannon minion wave, so I know she's going to want to dive here, because this is a huge wave, and if I miss this wave, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So I actually missed the cannon minion, which I was really disappointed about. So I E onto her, I Q. She takes an auto, or she takes a cannon. She takes a tower shot. And so I actually am able to survive that wave there. And so I'm pretty sure she's in that bush. So I should be dropping a trinket ward into it. So she walks into the bush, yeah. So I was able to see that, as you can see from the Fog of War. So I know she's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the trinket ward in. And I'm like, yeah, I see you. I have more health than you. What are you going to do? I've lifesteal. You came to a lane with a Seeker's Arm Guard and no potions. And so right there, I just, decided to go aggro on her. I saw she was really, really low health. I figured I could get my full combo and Ignite down before she could Shroud, which I was right. I was a little worried that my Ignite wasn't going to kill her. That's why I dropped the decoy kind of offensively, because the decoy does AoE damage. It's only, 70 damage, but when the healths are that low, it does actually matter. So I was able to get the kill there. I did have to use both my summoners, but it was definitely worth it because, one, I get the kill, and two, she guaranteed misses at least the cannon minion, which, as you guys know, the cannon minion is incredibly important. I'm going to go back here, and I believe, yeah, so I get my Brutalizer, because that's a huge power spike for Wukong. I get myself boots, and I make sure to kind of get the full mana when I'm going back, because that is a pretty big deal for Wukong, is to have full mana. And then I have a ward too, just because, you know, when you're starting to win your lane, you want to make sure that you don't accidentally lose the snowball by getting ganked. So little trade there. Notice Akali won the trade there, and that's because she got her full combo off, and she used her ult stacks and things like that, but I didn't use my ult. So I know when I decide to use my ult, I can actually put in a lot of damage. So there, right there, I should have turned around and at least gotten my EQ decoy off. So right here, this is what I was talking about earlier, what I wanted to be able to do, except I had my ult, so it was even stronger. So we're gonna replay this one more time in slow-mo so you guys can kind of see what happens here. And so she's gonna be diving me soon. So right here, she dives in. I've got 500 health. She has 809. So no, this is when she used her combo. So she's put the mark on me. This is what I was talking about before. So the mark is on me, so she's going to want to wait till her Q is off cooldown. So as you can see here, 2 seconds until her Q is off cooldown. She's going to want to jump in right as it's almost off cooldown. So she's going to jump in. She's going to proc this mark here. And then the moment she does that, the moment she does a little bit of damage to me, that's when I'm going to want to go ahead and use my decoy. So she can't apply any more damage. So right here, she's done damage, so tower's hitting her. I move around, I E, Q, ult, ignite. I use everything. So what this is going to do is she's going to take at least a guaranteed 2 tower shots. She does flash out, so she's not going to get hit by a third one. My ignite is ticking on her, and I made sure to use my Q, so I would get the armor reduction on her, because she does have a pretty fair bit of armor here because she's got the Seeker's Arm Guard. So with the Q reducing armor by 15%, my Cyclone is going to do more damage, and then you saw that little bit of health increase there. That was, I believe that was just from Dangerous Game. No, it looks like I got a level up too. So that was from Dangerous Game and my level up, and you can see it was, okay, let's actually see how much health I had. 279, let's see, 201, 30. So Dangerous Game, I believe I have Dangerous Game, or it might have been just the level up. Either way, I had 30 health. And then, so it's possible that the creep's could have killed me there. Very possible, like 100% likely. But I was able to get the level up to make for a pretty clutch secure of the lane. Because at this point, that was Akali's like outplay moment. You know, if she outplayed me, she could rebuild the lane advantage. You know, but at that point, I've pretty much secured the lane. Because I've got my 1 damage item, and now I can go back, get a Negatron, get a Hex Drinker, get something like that, and basically guarantee that the lane is mine. Which I do believe I go get a Negatron. Let's see. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, so I go get a Negatron. At this point, Akali can't do anything. So her only option here is going to be to roam. She's got 45 CS. She's 0 and 2. I'm up. You know, I'm almost double her CS. You know, I'm like, well, I mean, not almost, but you know what I'm saying. I have a huge CS lead on her, so pretty much at this point, I'm just going to try and freeze and hold her off, all the while trying to keep at least some sense of vision on her. Because what this is going to do is if I can shut her down, if she roams and doesn't get anything from it, and she's not getting any CS, she's going to be absolutely useless. Akali can come back into games really, really easily, so she's one of those champs where you have to really, really try to hold her down for as long as possible, all the while getting really, really strong. So right here, I missing ping her. She's still in lane though. She shows herself. She's doing a pretty good job of staying on the outskirts to potentially try and bait me into pushing. And, you know, anytime she gets a little too close, I'm going to try and put my combo down on her just because I know she can't really retaliate the damage all that well. Negatron isn't going to help me all that much with her constant poke damage because her poke damage comes from energy, so she can essentially just do it forever. The Negatron is going to help me for when she decides to full all in. It's going to allow me to hopefully survive that. So she's missing here, and you see we've got a lot of action going on in the rest of the map, but luckily my team is mostly doing pretty well. You know, Skarner has been putting in a lot of work. You know, he's 4-1-1. He got that first blood with that little cheesy invade on the tri-bush. So the pressure really isn't on me to roam, and I take a few tower shots there, which really sucks because this is going to allow Akali to pretty much get the lane for free. You know, she gets a bunch of free CS, and I'm going to go back here. I believe I get. What do I decide to get? Do I decide to go for Triforce? see, how much gold did I have? 1,300, so I think I get like a phage, right? Or a sheen, because I need mana. So yeah, so I got the sheen because I needed mana. This will allow me to stay in lane longer. I'm not really having any problems with health anymore, just because I can just all in Akali at any point now. And if you look at her build, she has Sork Boots and Seeker's Arm Guard, as opposed to my Sheen, Brutalizer, and Negatron. So I have like a full, full half item on her. And so right here, I'm spamming. This is me spamming missing pings, but it's gonna be a little too late. I didn't really see the state of the mid lane, so when she got a double kill, I was really, really disappointed. But looking at this, from the replay, there wasn't really all that much they could do. If they had paid a little bit more attention to my lane, more so than I did, because I missing pinged at an okay time if they had half health, But since they were at pretty much a sliver of health, there wasn't a whole lot of ways they were going to get away from that. So this is the reason I mentioned the toxic Kate earlier is because for some reason she decides to go top lane, which I didn't really care about. If she wants to just group up and push the tower, that's fine with me. But she continues to go top lane for no apparent reason over and over and over and over, and just kind of try and take farm from me. And so instead of just arguing with her, because arguing is really not productive, I was trying to do my best to try and make the best of a bad situation. Also, I wanted to try and make a play here on this Cho'Gath, and then I realized I'm doing no damage to this Cho'Gath, because I thought since he had Roa, maybe I'd be able to do some work on him. But it turns out Roa gives him a whole bunch of health. So I'm like begging for this Kate to come help. But I get hit with a little bit. So if I actually would have walked right up here instead of right here, I actually wouldn't have gotten knocked up there. So I wasn't actually, I don't think I was really able to see the circle too well. It was kind of hidden pretty well. So I'm actually going to get dumpstered here by the silence. The silence is so freaking long. The Mark, Akali of dumb poo-poo is going to come up on me, and then Cho'Gath's going to flash on my body because he wants to show me some disrespect. And then I was pretty much QQing to the stream that Caitlyn didn't drop a trap or a net or anything like that. But that's whatever. She's going to end up dying here because Akali, Rome got 2 kills, got another kill, and now she's going to get 1 more kill. So the 0-2 Akali is now 4-2. Like I said, Akali can come back from just about any situation if she just starts to pick up kills, and that's exactly what she's doing. So a little bit of disrespect got me in trouble there, but it's sometimes you just got to do it. So the game is actually pretty dang even. We're only up about not even 1,000 gold. And so since Kate has decided to head back top, I'm actually going to come down bot and decide to farm that and try and hold Vayne and Blitzcrank off from getting this tower. As well as I see Vayne's items. She's only got a Blade of the Rune King and only 1 Doran's Blade. So she's actually going to be really, really squishy. And so I'm hoping maybe I can try and make a play on her since she also is only level 9. Blitzcrank's about, 3/5 health, and so we're going to see if we can do something here. So I know she's going to want to condemn me, so I want to decoy early, and you can hear her condemn there. That little clink, that's the noise of them condemning. So I want to make sure that I'm using the Ignite on Vayne just in case I'm not going to get close to the kill. So right here, I kind of screw up here. I flash, but somehow that fist still hits me. I was really, really salty about that because I have enough mana to actually try and get away. Because what would have happened is if I would have flashed, walked in that bush, I would have been able to E to this creep here and then walked away. And then, hopefully dodge the Blitzcrank hook, which if you watch for the rest of this game, I don't think Blitzcrank hits me with a hook for the rest of the game. I just decoy all the hooks, so it's pretty funny to watch. But either way, I was able to kill the Vayne. Vayne actually was, she has a lot of kills, but that allowed her to go back, get herself a Zeal, and then Akali is going to, I believe she whoa, what was that? That was weird. I believe she kills Kate here. Because I remember her being 5-2, maybe 5-3. Oh. What? Dang, wait. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter either way. So that was pretty close. But I think Akali could have played that a little better and lived. So I'm gonna go back into the top lane, and then again I noticed that Kate is like yo, I'm gonna go top lane. I was like, are you serious right now? You have no reason to go top lane. Why are you going top lane? Like, and so I was just kind of, basically I was just trying to take as much of these creeps as I could, just because I was like, okay, you know, if you're gonna come top lane, I'm gonna get most of these creeps. And then I was like, all right. I was like, okay, if you just want to push top, that's fine. Like, I totally understand. I'm totally down with the hard tower push with Caitlyn. I'm totally down with you wanting to push top tower. I'm totally down with you coming up top, trying to take my creeps, all because you wanted to try and take top tower. You just wanted to try and take top tower. Top tower. The thing you wanted to take. The thing you came up top to accomplish so much by taking top tower. Atta girl! Don't worry, guys. She got the credit gold. You know, because that's all you need. That's all you need. What I should have done here is, if this white camp, I guess the white camp's not up. What I should have done, I wish the white camp was up. I should have gone up, smacked it, ran away, and had to aggro her back. But, you know, that's pretty trolly, so I didn't do that. Either way, that's kind of what I was like, okay, this Caitlyn, okay. And she's not even like, she's playing like, oh, if I just become the perfect farmer, the world's best CSer in the history of all League of Legends, then I will win this game. I will carry this Elo hell from the depths that it has spawned. And then she has 143 CS at 20.5 minutes. So, yeah. Either way, I decide, fine. I'll just go back to bot lane, and we'll just swap. You know, there's no biggie. It's no biggie. I can just go ahead and farm the bot lane. I'll just avoid wherever Kate wants to go. If she wants to lane against Akali, so be it. Fun little outplay there. It's my favorite thing to do is Wukong, is eat hooks, eat things like that with my decoy, because the decoy laughs at them for you. You know, you don't have to spam laugh because it's already like, ah, got you. So Blitzcrank's gonna try again. I see Karma coming in here. I smack her with the EQ. I decoy. She condemns the clone. I know that I can get my ult off on there. I'm trying to keep forward. They've exhausted me, so I'm not doing that much damage. Karma hits him with the Kamehameha for about a bajillion damage, and at this point we're just trying to kite forward. Blitzcrank uses this little face of the mountain, right? Yeah, face of the mountain on himself because he's a scumbag, doesn't want to save his AD carry. And so he's running away. He's like, beep boop, you can't kill me, beep boop, beep boop. I'm like, really? You think we can't kill you? Like, we're going to keep running. Karma's going to give me that OP speed buff. I'm going to just, sniff his butt here for a little bit. I'm going to get that decoy off. He's like, oh, maybe I'm safe. He stopped moving for no reason. Bam, hit him with the execute Q. And we have a dead robot. So at this point, I've pretty much become the AD carry, and Karma is supporting me. We're striking way back to that Season 1 days, where you put the bruiser down bot with the support. And I'm totally okay with this because I'm still getting farm. I'm still getting kills. Right now I'm 4-2-1 with 146 farm. I believe. I'm in the leagues for the. Now I have the top farm. For a very small bit of the game, I have the number one farm. It's 21 minutes, 150 farm isn't that great, but considering that I've been roaming around, competing for farm, pushing, getting kills, etc. Things I could have been doing better a lot this game is definitely going for kind of early tower pushes, but I did kind of make the decision that I think holding down the Akali as much as I could would have been good, and it did work pretty well, though she did end up getting a series of pretty good the dodges. You guys want to see this? I want to see this from their perspective. Okay, so let's go ahead and view the Blitzcrank, because he was the one who kind of got juked here. I want to just see what he sees. So they're walking up. Bane's like, oh, I'll go ahead and ward this. Oh, look, there's a Blitzcrank. Or Wukong. Oh, Blitzcrank's like, I got this. Oh, look, he stopped moving. That obviously means he's over there. I'll just get the pull. Oh, missed it by that much. Oh, but Vayne, she got that tumble into the wall. Where did the Wukong go? Oh, well, we'll just go chase him. Oh, just kidding. Now we're slowed by about 1,000 million%. Let's just watch him as they walk away, as the Karma hits him with that old freeze, Febreze. You're done, son. You smell good, but you're done. Whatever, I don't know. I'm just ranting. Anyway, let's continue on with the game. I believe we decide to actually go for a kill here. My ult is up in 3 seconds. I'm like, just wait. All right, get him. And then I was like, well, I'm pretty low on mana, but it doesn't matter. I have enough for E and ult. That's why I didn't Q there, is because I didn't believe I was going to have enough mana to use my ult if I used Q, because I've made that I've made that mistake before where I use EQ and then I try and hold. I'm like, oh, I don't have enough mana. So I believe, yes, I have plenty enough for Triforce, but I decided to get the Black Cleaver because at this point I was kind of like, you know, I'm pretty much doing enough damage with my ultimate. And if you want to, like, focus... So, Wukong has two kind of different ways you can build him. You can build him for split pushing, which you can kind of go Triforce, Yuumu's Ghostblade, which is going to take advantage of the fact that your Q is an auto-attack reset plus damage extra, and it, you know, sets off Sheen or, you know, Spellblade on your Triforce, etc. And you can take down towers incredibly quick because you use auto, you use Q, then you E onto creeps, which gives you attack speed and another Sheen proc, and then you can take down towers really quick along with Yuumu's Ghostblade. You can also go the flat damage build, which is really good for assassinating squishies. That's like, you know, Hydra, Bloodthirster, things like that, where you take advantage of the fact that Wukong has really high AD ratios. And then, if I said there's two ways to build Wukong, I apologize, because there's a million ways to play Wukong. You know, that's the beauty of this game, is that there's a lot more variety than people give it credit for. Then there's my personal favorite, which is building him for his ultimate. You know, Karma gets the sick Warwick to you know, give her a little bite, and then right here I'm like, Warwick, I know you think you got this, but I assure you, you don't got this. Smack him with the ult. I think I back up here a little bit. I should have backed up a little bit just for safety's sake, just because then he wouldn't be in auto attack range, where that would still be in ult range, just for safe practice. But yeah, if you build a Black Cleaver, it makes your ultimate really, really strong. So I kind of see the vein. I was talking to my streamer, I was like, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Do I want it? Because I know I can burst her. If I have my decoy up, I know I can burst her. So I'm like, do I want it? And then my stream, I just knew my stream was like, no, don't do it. Just get away. Just get away. It's like, fine. And then I see the Akali, and I was like, all right, Vayne, well, you're coming with me. So I drop the decoy, walk away. At this point, they've got to know. Get the auto off. Get the Q off. Get the E off. Get the auto off. She condemns me. But then I get the auto off, and she's dead. Akali picks up the kill, gets the shutdown, but I got the kill before I left. I like that Akali dropped the ward in the bush before I, after I decoyed, to check if I was going balls deep or if I was going, if I was trying to get the escape on. But, you know, I'm pretty much always going to choose get the kill over try and get an escape, just because I'm a greedy player, and that's why I'm still in Platinum. So, you know, the game is still really, really equal, though. We're only at 5,000 gold. You know, after all these plays, etc., that have been made, our Kate is still 2 and 6. You know, our Mord 5 and 7, which isn't a problem. Mordekaiser's one of those champs where you can feed about 1,000,000 times, but eventually, you know, if you become tanky enough that you can spell vamp through everything, then you become a god. That's pretty much how Mordekaiser works. I'm not saying you guys should go play Mordekaiser and feed a bunch. I'm just saying that if you've ever played against a fed Mordekaiser, you're like, what the heck? This guy was, you know, 5 and 11, and now he's 11 and 11. I don't know. I got really thirsty here, and I was like, yo, I want to kill this Akali. And then I find Akali, and then Karma's like, smack you in the mouth with my little chi blast, but it's not gonna be enough. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll take your wolves from you. I don't like it. Then I think we're trying to get Akali here. Karma dropped the Ignite on her. Or no, what did she drop on her? She had something ticking on her. Oh, okay, I see. I didn't see that in the game. Karma has Morellonomicon. It's probably a pretty good choice. The Grievous Wounds against Akali with her Spell Vamp. You know, Vayne's going to have some lifesteal. Cho'Gath, I don't really think he gets all that much heal, but Warwick, for sure. So everyone but... So 3 out of 5, you know, the Morellonomicon wouldn't be half bad. Plus, she doesn't really need the Athenes as much, even though she has a Chalice. So I don't know if I agree with Chalice and Morellonomicon, but either way, Karma played really, really well this game, so I'm not hating on her. So at this point, I think I was like, I really want to get this tower. So I used the decoy, even though the decoy it's still visible under tower. I was like, maybe I can just reposition. You know. Sometimes it can mess up people, even if they can see it clearly. So we kill the Akali. Karma's running away here. She drops that little tether on it. Warwick's like, break these cuffs! And then he breaks the cuffs. Then he heads on back in. Blitzcrank's like, I'm gonna get you. Karma's like, Mama, no! And then she gets pulled in. She gets obliterated. So then we have Kate here with the nice 1v1. She's like, yo, straight out of Elo Hell. My name is Kate Lynn. I'm a diamond player, and I ain't gonna get bit. Cho'Gath's like, yeah, nom. You're done, son. Like, that's it. There ain't nothing you could do against a beast that does over 600 true damage. So, I put in all chat. I was like, that counterplay, just because I was like, real. But, yeah, so, I'm now 8, 4, and 2. I've got myself a Negatron and a Chain Vest to build myself some pretty good resists. normally you're going to want to build health on Wukong just because his passive gives him so much armor and magic resist. You know, if you're in a team of 5 against a team of 5 in a team fight, you're going to get 40 armor and magic resist after you get the 3rd rank of your passive, which is absolutely huge. If you consider right now I have 120, so I'm essentially getting like a 30% or so increase in armor and magic resist. So you scale really, really well with health. But the reason I'm getting the Chain Vest and the Megatron Cloak, as you guys know, built into a GA, which is also really, really good. So I would suggest most of the time, normally I would have suggested... It's so funny every time I do it. Like I purposely try and bait Blitzcranks into hooking my clone just because it's like it's my favorite pastime. So but I would recommend building health. Normally I would have recommended building Randuin's like all the time if you're going against at least 2 or 3 ADs. But with the Randuin's nerf, it makes you kind of think, you know, maybe not so much. And so I put down my Oracle Sweeper there since I did buy it so that we could see Akali in their shroud. Then she Zonia's. I popped the ultimate, got a huge ultimate off, and I believe we get a hella push here in a second. Because I'm just like, yo, I have like we have 2 Triforces on our team. When you have 2 Triforces on your team, don't be afraid to push, especially if you have a some sort of super tank. Like right here, we have a Akali Ghost tanking for us, so we're easily going to be able to get this. And Caitlyn's doing her own thing. She hasn't been doing anything this whole freaking game, but at least she put down some pressure because I had kind of thought while I was talking my stream, which if you guys want to follow my stream, it's twitch.tv/DoubleWinning. I told my stream I was like, yo. This Caitlyn's not being a team player at all, but at least we can try and use her pressure to our advantage. And right there, that was us using her pressure to our advantage. So we were able to get double inhib there. Because if you have double Triforce, you're going to take down towers so freaking quickly. If you have 1 Triforce, you can take down towers really quickly. If you have auto attack resets, if you have anyone who hits towers hard, you have a Nasus, if you have if you have a Wukong, if you have anyone with a strong auto attack reset that works on towers. It used to be like Rengar, but Rengar doesn't take down towers as quickly anymore once they took down the fact that his Q could hit towers. The damage could hit towers. But I'm just telling you guys, like, if you want to obliterate towers, don't just pick auto attack resetters with Triforce. I go ahead and get myself my GA now, and so I believe I'm gonna get a Giant's Belt next for the extra health. I don't really need to get a Last Whisper. I don't know. I might get, if they're not focusing me at all, then I can go ahead and get more damage, but they should be focusing me because I do a ton of damage. So I'm just going to focus the tower here. They're putting in a ton of, Skarner's, beasting it up. He's like, oh, yo, let's fight. And I'm just like, yo, Skarner, as much as I appreciate you as a friend and a comrade, I kind of want to kill this inhib tower. So, because I know once you get triple inhib, there are very few teams that can actually defend that. But Vayne puts herself in a position where she wants to get face smacked by the Monkey King, and then Cho'Gath does the same. So I'm like, all right, I might as well pick up some double kills. And then Blitzcrank's out like, beep boop, I'm a robot, I'm gonna totally kill you. And I'm like, yo, I'm the Monkey King. And then Akali's like, oh, I'm gonna kill this Skarner. I'm like, no, Skarner. And Blitzcrank's like, oh no, Skarner, kill him. And then or Skarner get killed. And I'm like, well, screw you, fine. I don't even have to push the Nexus. I'm gonna get this inhib. I'm gonna go ahead, decoy, use that execute Q, and then I'm like, wait a second, this game's over. I'm the hero the city deserves. They call me the Monkey King for a reason, and that is game, guys. If you enjoyed this ranked Wukong gameplay commentary, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment what you thought about the video. If you want to watch me live stream, go over to twitch.tv/DoubleWinning, leave it a follow. You can go ahead and click that link in the description. I'll have it there. And as always, guys, stay classy and keep winning.